Hello, 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 and welcome to the daily political tarot and astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here every single day of the year to take your questions out of the chat, your political questions or questions about society. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. If you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed or whatever works for you. So, yeah, I'm so sorry. I am a few minutes late today because excuse me. It's January 6th, 2025, and I'm not doing this today without a cup of tea. It's like, nope, this is not happening without some Earl Grey. And it is Earl Grey Supreme. Yeah. Also, this is in a mug that my mom got for me. All right, this is cheesy, but I'm going to share this with you because it makes me so happy. My mom came home with this mug for me. This cuteness. And then you can't see it very well, but right here, if I was right-handed, but it says, as the water level goes down, it says, "I love you purry much." I know it's cheesy. I don't care. It makes me so happy. So, yeah. Okay. And of course, I had to have Earl Grey hot, exactly a mess. And of course, I've got the little kitty spoon, just hanging out. So, okay. See? A little bit of happiness. And I figured today we would go out into the desert, far, far away from Washington, D.C. Oh, boy. I don't know if anything's... Just having a quick look to see if... Oh, yeah. Here it is. Yep. And I'm going to mute that. Oh, the vice president. Oh, clap, 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 clap. Share screen. They just showed J.D. Vance. Yeah. So anyway, that's going on today. Yeah, they said something about J.D. Vance, and then they showed J.D. Vance, and he was... It's like clap, 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 whatever. So anyway, this is going on. They're not running for their lives, so yay. Joanne says, "I'm disappointed nothing was done to investigate fraud. It's almost like someone has dirt on some of them." Pluto, man. I seriously, I know I sound like a broken record, but I really do think it's the astrology that got us here. Pluto going into Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is all about the sudden shock. So, oh, here we are. All right, anyway. I do too, Cindy. I so feel for Harris. Exactly. All right, so I won't leave this up the whole time, but just wanted to show that no one's running for their lives. Everyone's sitting there looking bored, and other Republicans are looking awful. And, but it's just... GD says, "Why does Pluto help the bad guy?" Because Pluto is plowing the field. And what do you do when you plow the field? You overturn everything. And what happens when you oh, there he is. That's how we feel about you, dude. That exact look. That's how we feel about you. Visualize 70 says, "Put a symbol on each of H.D. Vance's hands. He can look like one of those annoying monkeys." Is there something in my teeth? That's a Mystery Science Theater joke. Anyway, will America survive? Lisa for Truth is asking. Yes. Susie Maki says I'd rather not watch. Oh, like I said, I'm not leaving this out. I just put moisturizer on my hands. Otherwise, I would have pulled it down already. Just giving this a second to soak in. Maybe, what was that about Pluto? Cat Van Horn says maybe Pluto's using Trump as the tool he is. That reminds me, I really do need to kind of read ahead a little bit as I'm reading comments too. Oh, be careful what I say. All right, now let me see. Where is it? So I can turn this thing off. Yeah, we're done. We're done with that. Stop screen. Okay, here we are. Debsy says my stomach's in knots. Oh boy. Oh, I know. And people are upset. I understand. But like I said, I wanted to show that because we still have our democracy. We're still here. And I have picked up over and over and over that it's going to be hard, but they are not going to get everything that they want. They're not. And that Democrats, we are going to stand up. We are going to contact our representatives. We are going to protest if we need to peacefully. Oh, I don't want to watch it today. Same way, no way I'm showing the inauguration. Nope. No, thank you. But we're here together, and we're having a peaceful transfer of power. And I realize that some people are saying this is the end of all, but it's not. So let me do an overloaded Celtic, because that's where we should start. Summer Girl's asking, the lovers, the devil, and the magician, what do they mean together? Well, the thing is once you know some of the basic keywords, it really is, what do you think they mean? Because I will read on cards sometimes, and what I'm getting is not what the cards traditionally mean, but it's what it feels like. So, but it just depends. But it says beautiful overlay. Love your colors today. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I thought this would be nice. Just lovely away. Nettie says there's protests going already in DC. Is there? Okay. So anyway, let's say 8 minutes, 30 seconds in. Just a general, the next 4 years. Now, is it possible something could fall from the heavens and overturn the election? I guess, but it's not likely. And ever since it's like, yeah, this is outer planet stuff. You can't mess with Pluto. That's the thing. Pluto gives you opportunities you never would have had otherwise, but it can also, whatever does not have deep roots, whatever is not healthy, it will dig it all up. And then you have to cart it away. You have to deal with it. Or sometimes it'll just raise the whole thing to the ground, and it's just like, great. Oh no. Jean Hall, I'm sorry you're having trouble. Sherry says it started an hour ago. I thought they couldn't do it if they didn't have the certificates. Oh, well, the number of states that the National Archives shows a PDF when they've got all the certified election results with everything signed. And boy, I was looking at, just pulled one up at random earlier today, and the signatures of the officials, in the state officials. Wow, we got some John Hancocks out there. These people are very confident because they have these great big signatures. It's like, okay. I said, dang, it's 7 a.m. You need to calm down. But it was, anyway, they don't have they're not showing all of the PDFs on the website. Here's the thing. They don't need to, because they're working their way through it. The number of states don't have that PDF showing is going down. So they're working their way through the paperwork and to make it official. And also, it wouldn't make any difference. If the ones who have not sent in their certification yet, if they never did, it wouldn't change the result. So even California, it just wouldn't change the result. So anyway, thank you, Visualize 70. I made Lewis laugh, so my day is complete. So all right. We're going to go through this today, but I want to make it just one thing. California sent theirs. Good, Chris School. It's not showing yet, but it probably will be soon. Like I said, they're going through the paperwork. I will go through this today, and we're going to be. But I want to make one thing abundantly clear. This is not a place of doom and gloom. It isn't. Because are they going to be awful? Yes. Are they? But is this the end of all? No. No. The one thing that we keep forgetting is that with so many things they want to do, they're incompetent. And they do not have the mandate they think they do. The mandate they're talking about. They barely have won the House and Senate. Barely. You start doing extremist things, you think, okay, we're going to destroy Medicare, we're going to destroy Social Security. That's not passing. It's not. It's just not. Nope. So we're going to take things as they come, and we're going to protect our energy, and that's key. You've got to protect your energy. And right now, there's a whole lot of talk. Talking. They're just making noise right now. They're flapping their gums about all these extremist things they're going to do. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Now, when they start actually doing actions, if there's something they pass, we will deal with that. But if you allow them to freak you out, no, you're good, Cindy. If you allow them to freak you out, if you allow them to make you afraid, they are going to wear you down for the whole 4 years. And they're not worth it. Honey, he's not worth it. Seriously. He's not. He's not worth destroying your peace over. So anyway, we're going to go through this, but I'll do the readings and what have you. But this is not a doom and gloom channel. It's not happening around here. All right. We still have people who believe in human rights. We still have people who will vote for human rights. We still have people like us. You're not alone. We're in this together. Now, are they going to try to go after gay rights, women's rights, all of that? They're patriarchs. It's what they do. However, I've got a big old justice card, and this is the only major arcana here, where the Supreme Court is not going to give us everything we want, but I've got a whole lot of legal action here. And this is not going to go as well for them as they think. M. Kelby says, I'm not worried. I'm just sad. A criminal enterprise is actively taking over our country. Yeah. Susie Buckingham says, I have a list of things I need to take care of. Yes, and a DVR full of things to watch. It lasts for 4 years. Well, I just rewatched all 5 seasons of Andromeda. Yes, Kevin Sorbo, but it's sci-fi, and it's pretty good sci-fi. So I enjoyed that. I had never just sat down and watched the whole thing all the way through. It was good. It's here on YouTube, and I assume it's free for everybody. But if it's not, I do have YouTube Premium just because I spend so much time on YouTube. So like all day long, I'm watching YouTube. So, but anyway, yeah, Andromeda, all 5 seasons. Francis says yesterday one reader said he's going to pardon the January 6th prisoners. Oh yeah. Yeah. Berta Malley says, I do the hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Love that. B.A. Haven says, keep your vibration high. Yes. Oh, that reminds me. It's been a while since I rewatched Haven, that show. I liked that show. Haven, Fringe, Warehouse 13, all of that stuff. But I really liked Haven. Was so creative. There was something here. Who was it who said that I pushed the negative feelings right out of them or something like that? I'm so sorry. Sherry Owen, Sanctuary. I haven't watched that yet. I've been meaning to. That will go next. Thank you. Rosemary says, how have they not spoke up? I understand the Pluto thing, but how haven't they found any cheating? Makes no sense. This is huge. They would have found something by now. Ridiculous. Well, because the outer planets, they will, when they take over, things can stay hidden or be revealed, and it's also possible there really were that many misogynists and racist people in enough of the states that they squeaked by and enough Democrats stayed home. It's possible. Do I think that, have I been getting energy that there was something hinky? Yeah. But it doesn't really, we are where we are. So Eureka seemed good. I'm gonna have to wait for a while on that one. My ex loved that show, and but I hope to enjoy it sometime. Thank you, CC Ryder. Visualize 70 says too many people stayed home during the vote. Well, that's true no matter what happened. That's definitely true. And Summerland Girl says they couldn't just come out with it unless they were confident they had all of the evidence. Yeah. Miss Gibson says better just move on from here. Yeah. Sneeple Battlestar Galactica. The new one is too much for me. Yeah, no. The R word. No. Anyway, okay. Here we are. Back to this. We're still in the center. And we are very much afraid of what may happen, but we're still here. And we're still willing to move forward. High Priestess, 9 of Cups. There's the country, 3 of Swords. So it's a mixed bag. And as long as it's a mixed bag, we can make it through. Laura's asking, how are we going to endure? And we're enduring right now. We talk to each other. We find resources for each other. We encourage each other. We keep our perspective. And Allison was saying he cheated. He always cheats. Oh yeah. I don't doubt that. It was like my father said when he was teaching driving. My father was teaching racetrack driving as a hobby. And, and one of the things he taught was when there's a crash, it isn't one thing going wrong. It's a number of things going wrong in rapid succession. So did he cheat? Probably. Did too many Democrats stay home? Yes. Are there too many racist misogynists in this country? Yes. They can all be true. But it's a mixed bag, and it's going to be a mixed bag. And we can get through with a mixed bag. Won't be easy, but so, okay. Bethy, how's your dad doing? He's doing a little better. That's good. It's good. Thank you, Bethy, for asking. All right. B. Smith says kindness is contagious. Make it viral. Yep. All right. Let's move on here, and we're gonna move on to. We'll get to back to this, but there's a question that just came up from Acadian Proud about Trudeau, because Trudeau is stepping down. Now, I only saw part of the headline. It said that he will still remain something. I'm guessing some form of because he was a prime minister. That means he still has a district or something. I don't know exactly how that works. Anyway, so Trudeau has just resigned from his position. Acadian Proud was asking, will his replacement take Canada to the far right? And that's really my only worry there. I mean, but I'm going to be perfect, and I'm perfectly honest. You Canadians, you have my heart. You know that. I hope you know that. I can start rattling off names of fantastic Canadians who are here and who love Canada. And it's an unpopular opinion. I've had party leader only. Thank you, Chris Cole. And I've gotten flamed in my comment section for saying this, but I'm just going to say it because it's the truth. I don't like Trudeau's energy when I read on him. He seems nice. I look at him. Yeah, he's there. And he does his thing. And I'm glad that he's been there and not some heinous far right, like that guy in Ford, that guy. Yeah, he's awful. But every time I've read on Trudeau, there's something in his energy. I just, but is he better than some far right Yahoo who would wrench the entire country to the right? By far. So Paula says the First People of Canada are not fans of Trudeau. Lulufish says, oh, I'm going to try it. Is it Poilivre? Is that the, will sell us out to Trump? Oh, thank you, Jean. Tim just says, is this the big day astrologically, all this stuff on the same day? Oh, there are bigger days coming this year, astrologically. Trudeau. there was some bullying going on. There was some harsh words behind the scenes. Poilievre. Thank you, Claude. Poilievre. Poilievre. Thank you. I appreciate the links, but I can't tell from the title what's in the links. So there was some nasty words behind the scenes. Yeah, it was clear that he was done. So plan, Knight of Swords, High Priestess, and Ace of Pentacles. So Pentacles are usually more conservative. I don't know that. Again, I don't know the details of what's happening right now. So is it guaranteed that a conservative is going to take over as prime minister? Martine says, I'll work on it. I'm sorry. Hello, salty chip. We could all use some salty chips right now. Really. So yeah, just Heather Formosa says not guaranteed that PP will be PM. Thank you. Thank you for taking mercy on me. There has to be an election. Oh boy. Okay, so Canadian election. Canadian. Oh man, you do realize it's going to be over the next, when is it's coming up? I can't remember what year it is. I looked it up a while ago. When does Canada have their Pluto return? Because it's coming up. Chris Cliff says your spirit guides were correct. Dumpy has been certified. Oh, good. Yay. Thank you for letting us know. Okay. We're disappointed. They're not listening. And then I've got a whole bunch of, because right now, there's a whole bunch of victory dancing going on over in the Trump bubble. So things start creaking, moving forward. But we're going to be sensible, right? And it'd be great if you came by every day and hung out with us. That would be awesome. But find somebody, find some touchstones, and keep checking in with them as we move forward through all of this. Find some people who can talk to, or you can just interact with in some way, preferably every day. Family member, somebody, so that you are not isolated. And it's amazing what information people can come up with. Ember Glows Bright says humming helps on nausea for some people. Oh, wow. Oh, Jana, I'm so sorry. Jana, I'm so sorry. Oh, Rosemary, don't cry. Seriously, he's not worth it. He's not worth it. Really. He's not worth it. See, my Cancer moon. Don't do that. I'll start. He's not worth it. These people are awful. And if anything, we should just be annoyed with them. But don't let them use your energy. We've got stuff to do. We've got stuff to do. Lewis says, get a boo-boo. Get a boo-boo to pet. Yes. Miss Gibson says, that's why I come here every day. Good. And I appreciate that. And like I said, it'd be great if you came here every day, but find some like-minded people. And Do not isolate yourself. Okay. Yeah, Constance. Astro Chick says disappointed in our government. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Right now, ignore them. Seriously. For these next okay, today was the certification. It's 2 weeks until the 20th. Yeah. So I was just looking at pulling up the calendar. It's 2 weeks until the inauguration for this week, next week, and maybe even the following week after the inauguration. Try to find set some goals. Make a list of things to do around your house. There's going to be a lot of talk, a lot of we're going in there, we're sitting pretty, but then he's just a man. There's only so much they can do. So, and I know there are some people who seem to think that they're going to go in and they believe Trump's garbage about on day one. On day one, they're going to do all this stuff. Well, you can try to do some stuff, but they're not going to remake the entire government, destroy everything in a week, and they don't have that much. They don't have that much power. Girl says, remember what Sebastian says at the end of every live. You're not alone. We're in this together. And it may seem like there will never be another good day, but there will. There will. Oh, Rosemary, poor thing. Okay, so Cindy Poole says January will be tough. Stay calm. Keep your energy. Yes. Yeah, but Garland is... Yeah. Okay, so anyway, Steve says, remember, fear is a low-level energy. Exactly. I'm not saying we should ignore them completely, but what I'm saying is that don't work yourself up into a state. They're not worth it. Oh yeah, the June 10th. I thought it was January 10th. When's Trump sentencing? Trump sentencing January 10th. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I'm hoping he gets a suspended sentence. That is my hope. Joyce Matthews says, come to Creative Sprints. We get things done. Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's for. So January 10th. Yeah. So in 4 days. So on Friday. I'm hoping he gets a suspended sentence. If we'll just see. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to let myself get worked up, because there's plenty of time to be disappointed down there, but Susan loves to plan, says, if we let this get to us, he truly wins. Yes. Oh, I'm not saying we need to ignore it completely. But, like I said, make a list of things around your house. Do not sink into despair. They're not worth that. Nope. So, all right. So, moving on. All right. So, we talked earlier about the certification of election results. All right. So, we covered that. Oh, here's the question from Velda Ray about the January 10th. Okay, so 3445. Velda Ray was asking, Trump's legal team filed a request to stop the January 10th sentencing. Of course, what will Judge Merchan do? So, Anne says, give them no energy. Yep. What would you want to see in a leader right now? If you think back to previous crises that people have faced, the people who were the best in those crises and the best leaders in those crises, what were they? Were they sinking into despair? No. Oh, yeah. I have a bookmark. I have a bookmark that sits right next to my chair. Never, never, never quit. Winston Churchill. I like this for a lot of reasons. One, we should never quit. Two, this reminds me of one of my favorite memes, which is, it said bookmarks. You mean quitter strips? So, but yes. Yep. Never quit. We're not doing the despair thing. Not happening. Okay. January 10th sentencing. 36. I made Lewis laugh again. All right. It is a good day. All right. Friday. Sentencing, potentially. Well, it feels like Marshawn wants to get this over with. Constance Campbell says, bookmarks are jewelry for books. There we go. Meh. Look, I've got the Queen of Swords in the middle. He's going to do something, but don't get your hopes up. Yeah, he gets something, or at least so far he's not getting the full brunt of having 34 felony convictions. By the way, he doesn't become officially a felon until he's sentenced, by the way. Just letting you know. So unless Marshawn just boots everything out the door, as of Friday, Trump officially becomes a felon. But, it's middling. At least he hasn't just booted the whole thing out the door. So far, at least. I don't think he will, but there we got Trump the bully, shaky ground. Yeah, don't get your hopes up too high. But at the same time, it's so middling. It's going to disappoint us, but it also feels like it's going to disappoint Trump. So, But he says he'll sentence him with no jail time. I am hoping it's a suspended sentence. If it's not, you can get 34 felony convictions and no fines, no jail time, no nothing ever. Neat trick. Marshawn doesn't seem like the type. Plus all the contempt of court things. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we're not letting them steal our energy. Pimda 22 says he wants to delay the sentencing. Trump or Marshawn? I did sweeten this, didn't I? Ma'am. Blech. Sorry. All right. Okay, so moving on. Hey, Goral's bringing us some Catholic news. Some potentially good Catholic news. The Pope is showing his colors and has appointed a Trump critic to be Archbishop of Washington, D.C. Really? I have To say I have my issues with the Catholic Church is an understatement, considering my family's Catholic, but I'm not, and I haven't been since I was 16. But yeah, he does have his moments. This Pope, he has his moments, and at least I'll give him credit that it's like, okay, he's against abortion, but he's also against the death penalty. Consistency, at least I have to give him that much credit for at least consistent and help the poor. Okay. Louis said the power of Christ compels you, Dumpy. All right. So is this the Catholic Church's way of beginning to fully distance themselves from the pull of Trump evangelicals? Oh, you have a point. I mean, of course, Catholic churches can be political, of course, and they have their political bent because they're against women's rights. No women priests, all this kind of garbage. Anyway, but at the same, is this? There's also, it was smart in that of wanting the Pope wanting to keep power for the church, because if you put some outspoken Trump supporter in as the Archbishop in Washington, D.C., you potentially have this political influence which would pull power away from the church. Lewis says they don't want to share all the fancy dresses and hats. That's true. Take care, Constance. Be safe. So Temperance is the card for the reading. Definitely. Yeah, their far right rancor is not good. Magician, yeah, he's trying to make decisions and just use his resources to make a decision here, chart a new path, because he believes that that whole prosperity gospel garbage is garbage. Can you have more success with a positive attitude? Yes, definitely. And we need to remember that. This reminds me, so that's what the Pope's doing. Yeah, he definitely wants to say, no, we're going this way. We're not doing that. I'm seriously, I'm surprised somebody within the bishops, archbishops, somebody hasn't done something to this Pope. But thank heavens they haven't. I was going to say something. I can't remember. Okay. Oh, no, that was it. Okay. As far as thinking positively, and this is something to keep in mind, a number of years ago, and this is not her fault, the Olympic gymnasts, the women Olympic gymnasts, they're young and they are hyper focused, and I do not blame this young woman at all. But what happened was she was the favorite to win a gold medal on her own, and she got to one of the challenges, and she messed it up. I think it was the vault or something. It didn't work right, and she was so demoralized by that in the following challenges she lost her confidence. She didn't do as well. Well, then it turns out she called for them to go back and check the vault, the horse, the but I'm so sorry. I don't know the terms. But they went back and they found that it was too low. It wasn't where it was supposed to be. That's why it didn't work. What she was doing didn't work. So they said that she could do that one again, but she couldn't do the ones after it again. Now, I don't blame her for being demoralized. These women are young. They are hyper-focused. This is their entire identity. I bless her. Bless her that she kept going at all. I could never do it. I never could have done that. Bless her. But what I'm saying is that try to remember that if somehow she had not let that rattle her, if she had just stayed, if she had been somehow able to inhumanly keep a completely, positive attitude, and she had done well on the other things, she still would have won the gold. These people, they want to set the horse at the wrong height. And that if you have a problem here, that you will lose all of your momentum and all of your positive thinking and all of this going forward. So even if this goes back, is whatever it is corrected, like in a court of law, how much have you lost? How much energy have you lost? How much sleep have you lost? And then they wear you down. They are trying to wear you down. That is their goal. So touch therapy for kids. He belongs in the bog of eternal stench. Yes, he does. Although from what I hear, he kind of is. But they're trying to wear you down. That's their goal. I'm not doing it. Nope. All right. Okay. And just so you know, YouTube's maybe a little better, but slow mode has been on with a 15-second delay, and it has been for years. So there's nothing new on my end, just so you know. But YouTube has its issues. Okay. All right. Michelle JM had an interesting question. 47, 45, and why not? Hi, Autumn. Can you read on what or who are these spiritual entities helping DJT? Who are his guides and why would they help him try to destroy our beautiful country? Okay. So we're not going to read on Dumpy. We're going to read on, yeah. Miss Gibson, how much snow did you get? Oh, it's just a dusting. It's very Don Jr. around here today. I didn't say anything. I need to put some fertilizer in there. Yeah, we just got a dusting. There's not much out. See? Okay. Entities around Dumpy. Okay. Now, for what it's worth, when I think of the guides, I picture that we're on, like wherever we are, we're on this floor, and then there's a ceiling above us. There's a hole cut in the ceiling right above us, so that our energy can connect straight up, and our higher selves are up on that floor above us because they're too big to fit into these bodies. Higher selves are these larger entities, and we're kind of like a spoke on a wheel, and that higher self actually is the different lives you've lived. They're spokes coming off, like it's the center of a wheel, but your higher self is too big to fit in this body. All right, and then that is connected upward to higher levels and group, and up into the angels, and then up into the divine. Okay, like fractals. Anyway, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But I picture there's floor above us, and there's like a hole. And so if I picture myself up there, it's almost like it's lit from, I mean, there's obviously light from the divine coming down, but there's light like coming up through all the different holes of all the different people who are alive, and then their guides kind of standing around those holes. Or there are sometimes pillars I see mentally of like protection, or as well as guides. And then people can come and go as they're needed or wanted or what they're drawn to. And then guides can talk to each other. And so anyway, that's what I picture in my head. That's the mental image I get. So mentally, I'm there. Thank you, Salty June. So I'm trying to, I don't care about his higher self. That's not what I'm here for. Who's helping? Who's helping Trump? Because on that level, you don't, okay, so I'm looking at, this is the guide level, and I'm not, you don't get the low vibration, you don't get, the glorified astral dust bunnies who call themselves demons. Please. You don't get those at this level. Because there are astral dust bunnies who are parasites who live off of negative energy. So they make themselves look scary, and they try to evoke fear. They try to make themselves the scariest thing they can, because they literally, they're such low vibration, and they're not connected, so that they just, they need to scare people to feed, to survive. Are those around Dumpy? Yeah, he's giving off negative energy all over the place. There are also people praying for Trump, believe it or not. And there are some people who know how to move some energy. And it doesn't matter what religion you are. There's some people who have a natural ability to move a lot of energy. I had one person come through here too, just go on this huge rant about how what I'm doing is the work of the devil and all this kind of stuff. But I felt like a nasty kind of push when I read it, and it was like, oh, phew. Well, but she knows how to move energy, but it's not nice. So, but who's helping him? What's going on with the guides? What is up? I've read on his guides before, and what I get is they're not happy. They're not happy. They know there's stuff with his soul contract and all of this, but he doesn't believe there's anything. So he doesn't use this chakra is shut. I mean, closed. Not it's tiny. It's hard for them to communicate with him. He's not listening. They're trying. They're trying to connect, but here he is, just a man. Bully, thief, materialist, and so he ends up weak. It isn't always so much that he has supernatural beings helping him. It's that he doesn't have supernatural beings who are good that he's listening to. He is a low level, low vibration, materialistic, narcissistic scumbag. And if you don't have a conscience and you don't care if you're going to hurt people or not, there's a lot you could do. Yeah. I mean, there was a point in the 2000s when they were using the test for sociopathy, whether or not you're a sociopath. They were using the test for that is hiring criteria in certain places on Wall Street. I kid you not. And mostly I get his, I mean, you can always let me know what you get, but I've basically always picked up that his guides are standing there. They're standing there and they're just like, how do we get through to him? How do we get through to this guy? So Beth A says he's manifesting. It's just ugly manifestation. Yeah. C. Bucky says, I wonder if his guides are shunned in the guide break room. Do they sit off by themselves out of embarrassment? I think they get a lot of sympathy. Honestly, I do. I feel sorry for them. They're frustrated. They're frustrated and he just won't listen. Grace Gilbert, will he have to answer for it when he crosses over? Oh yeah. Once you leave your body, whatever your vibration rate is, that's where you go. You go up in I picture it as an elevator. Or like Epstein, you pop out of your body and you immediately sink because your vibration is so low and you just get down into those compacted lower vibration. So you're basically like smushed. You're just there. You're still connected, so even Epstein's on a little trickle charge. Someday, time being what time is, he'll get enough divine energy, he'll get enough positive energy that his system will finally reboot, and then he gets to relive everything he did to other people. But he is not there yet, I don't think. I could be wrong. Cindy Post says, I hope I'm with my family who has passed. I can't guarantee it, but I the closest I could do. I always picture a bank of elevators. Most people just go up, and then they've got family there waiting, and there are emergency groups who are just ready if somebody has been traumatized or they're not handling the transition well or whatever it is. They swoop in and they'll protect and help and give positive energy. So, Lisa for Truth, do you believe in reincarnation? Yes. Yep. I've had all kind of weird experiences. So, yeah. Susie Buckingham says his guides will have on T-shirts that say, "We tried." Yeah, he's not listening. He's not listening. And usually our guides can influence us a little bit here or there. You don't necessarily have to know their names and, carry on conversations with them. But they'll send their energy down and they'll try to encourage you, or they'll try to bring some positive energy into your life, or they'll try to push you in a positive direction a little bit and nudge you. But Lisa, will reincarnate as a worm? I don't know. Usually things like worms and bugs and what have you, they're like bigger nature spirits that are like fragmented into these like it's a whole bunch of worms that are like one spirit. They don't always have their own thing, but still, don't be cruel to them. Touch Therapy for Kiss says, I hope his guides are getting hazard pay. Yeah. Luce is met by his loved one, so he'll be alone. I doubt it. He had parents. He had his ex-wife is somewhere. Oh, Rachel says, I watched Pimpernel Smith last night on YouTube. Thank you for the recommendation. I'm also a Leslie Howard fan. The script was most interesting. I'm glad you liked it. Lisa True says, I'm not being cruel, just wondering. Oh, no. I meant anybody who would like when I used to go for walks sometimes after it rained, because I'm a Cancer moon, if there were, great big earthworms or what have you that had like washed over into the little street behind the townhouses where I lived, I'd be like carefully like moving them back on the grass so they didn't get run over. That's all. I know you're not cruel. And as far as people like him reincarnating and being a horrible person, I don't believe in that. And I will tell you why. One, time is an illusion. And as much as I picture Epstein like he's so far down out of the center, but time is an illusion. I mean, Einstein did that. There are videos you can watch. And it is possible that the entire universe from beginning to end essentially happened in an instant. The future already exists, but we still have free will. Does that make sense? No. But it's because it's already happened. If that makes any sense. So past lives and future lives are actually all there. I know. They'll bend your brain. Also, if there's somebody who is suffering, really suffering, born with a horrible illness, can never feed themselves, or, those poor kids, and, just all of that, no one deserves that. No one. Seriously. Adolf Hitler doesn't deserve that. Adolf Hitler reincarnated doesn't deserve that, because that's a different person. So the like I told you about, like I mentioned, like our higher self is this big ball of energy that has all these lines, and one of them's right here, and I'm this person in this life. I have had some weird experiences about other potential lives. I've had dreams about about far future lives. I've had, all this kind of stuff. They're not me, but we're all connected. So there's communication and energy bouncing around. So that something heinous in other lives might affect me a little bit here. But on the whole, I'm me. Like the song from Tigger, the wonderful thing about Sebastians is I'm the only one. Yes, I'm the only one. All right. Anyway, that's going to do it for me for today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me talk about all this stuff. Oh, Laura says, prayers, please. Just found out my mom went to the hospital with pneumonia. Oh, bless, Laura. Bless your mom. Bless you, and bless your mom. Bless. All right. All right. So, I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm always here. And there are people in the chat, and we try to keep it positive and productive. And as always, my 4 YouTube channels. We start the day calming down, empowering our energy, our chakras, our energy field, but also stretching, freeform stretching, breathing to calm down your nervous system. We go through the news, we talk to each other, and then we step away from that to be productive on whatever projects we're working on. And then on Friday mornings, I come out with new videos on color organization, on organizing, on having a small business, also personal cash stuffing or organizing or all that kind of good stuff. So that's this year. Friday mornings. That's the plan. So hang in there. Seriously. All right. You are not alone. And we are in this together. And there are good days out there. They're coming. They are. I know it seems like there aren't, but there are. So hang in there. All right. Yeah. So today's Monday. We made it through today, at least this part of today. So let's go on and be productive and positive. Don't let them steal your joy. He's not worth it. He's scum. He's not worth he's not worth your energy. No. So hang in there, and I will see you later. All right. Take care. Thank you. Be well.